Okay, so I think I settled on my current look for now. Decided not to go with that pattern, but gave myself the extra little bit of red in there. Like I said, I've always loved the red and black combination. Sometimes I go with the black and yellow to kind of like as if I was going with Cerberus colors and such, but you'll also notice that there are certain pieces that are not quite here right now. And I think that's because they've kind of redone how you get certain armor sets and pieces and such in the game compared to other places. Oh, hello. Hello in there. But they've kind of redone some of the armors and weapons and where you can acquire them and such and how you get them and such throughout this game. So, anyways, let's talk with Miranda and Jacob.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
That'll change by the time we get to... Not even the third game. That'll change by the time we get to the end of this game.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Now, again, that seems very cold on her part. But again, she's going to end up regretting this, that she wanted to do that by the time she gets to 3. And she'll admit this to us about how much she regrets wanting to put that control chip in our brain. So, it's fine.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Shepard still has that issue where she looks down at the floor when she's running.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, We don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
I love the way that he puts that. They commissioned a team to write a report to figure out what to do about it. That is so scaringly accurate. It's incredibly, like, disheartening when you realize how, like, true and accurate that is. That's usually the kind of thing that happens when things like red tape are involved. And so it becomes very understandable as to why he would feel the need to want to join Cerberus, where they'll be like, all right, just go do, the task, go take care of it, as opposed to, hold on, we need to commission a team to write a report, and all that stuff. I can imagine that would have just driven him insane, where Cerberus doesn't do that. They're like, oh, you want to get that task done? All right, go do it. Here are the resources to get it done. That makes sense to me.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I am running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. These are the bonuses that we got for importing a save. Okay. The scale for this screen seems different. I'm so used to it not being this far away. Like, the mission complete is, like, up here. I'm used to it being, like, over here. Like, this screen being a little bit more zoomed in.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Switch up.
Good call.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mix.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Shields have failed.
You're up!
before they take out his shield.
Have a nice trip!
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Yeah, this is not my favorite shotgun in this game. Sadly, we don't get to really pick up or pick our favorite weapons in this game until after this.
Have a nice trip!
Enemy down!
Gosh, I love biotic charge. Hey, Quarians.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said
Kelly!
you handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
Buddy.
I've seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent.
Praza, your rifle is stuck in your body.
We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Praza, I'm just saying you may want to put that rifle down because it's clipping into your chest.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Hmm.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
So, a couple things. First off, Praza is such an idiot. Oh my gosh, this guy is such a moron. Just right from the get-go, you can tell that Praza just... There's a level of just this kind of ignorance and arrogance to him that just is... Ugh. The other thing is that you can tell very clearly that Tally has done some growing up in the past couple of years. She's not the, oh, this is amazing and all that. She's not the kind of like, you know, young girl with her, head, her, how do I say this? What's the phrase? Her head in the clouds or in the starlights, or, she's not like, oh my goodness, let's look at this, what's this, or oh, look at that. She's done some maturing since then and has kind of like started to assert herself more. She didn't necessarily feel that way in the first game, but now here, the fact that she is saying, hey, you either can follow my orders or you can just go wait on the ship. I don't think the Tally from a couple of years ago would have done that. She didn't seem that way back in the first game. It seems like over the past couple of years, she did some growing up to the point where she now is more confident and is able to be more assertive and actually have a bit of a leadership role and position. Hence her later becoming an admiral, right?
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
So, by the way, that whole thing that we just hinted at, the whole what Cerberus did to the Quarians, I believe that was actually in a book or a short story I forget what it was called, forgive me. So you can, if you want to know the details, you can probably look that up and check it out yourselves. The other thing I kind of like about that is that Miranda doesn't even deny any of it. Notice that? She didn't say, oh, that wasn't true or anything. She just goes, look, it wasn't anything personal. I'm sure it was personal to the Quarians, though. We know how important and valuable ships are to the Quarian people. Tali reiterated this to us in the first game, about how much ships matter to their people. So if they tried to blow up one of the Quarian ships, yeah, that's personal to the Quarians. But it's just funny. She doesn't even deny it. It's just like, oh yeah, we did. But hey, it was nothing personal.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Don't worry, Tali. I'll recruit you later.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning.
In fact, I've been thinking about this. Because of what I was saying earlier about the mod, this may allow me to actually show you guys something very interesting and unique without risk. Let me explain. One of the things I've wanted to show you guys that I thought I could only possibly do in my Renegade run, because if you try it this way, you are no doubt going to lose people to the collector-based suicide mission. And what I'm alluding to is taking Legion with you to Tali's loyalty mission. And boy is it interesting, and boy is it different. The thing is, in order to actually pull that off, you have to get Legion, which involves getting the IFF, then doing Tali's loyalty mission by bringing him with you. And that doesn't necessarily result in everybody surviving by the end of the game in a Paragon run. You have to, basically not do that. I don't know of any way to actually pull that off without some people dying. However, because of the mod that I got, the trigger button, where I can put off that stuff as long as I want to, I could actually be able to show that to you guys in this run without losing anybody. I know it's a form of cheating, but hey, considering how many times I've played this, and it's content that not everybody has been able to actually see, because some people to this day still don't know that you can do that. So I think I'll actually be able to show that to you guys, which is great, because not only is it one of my favorite missions in the entire game, but just the differences in the reactions and how it goes through and carries forward is quite interesting. Just saying.
They see you, Shepard.
Use overload on him.
There we go.
Come on, Miranda.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, more. More?
One left.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should
Idiot.
have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Tali will even agree with me on this. Oh, okay, so that shows the arrow there. Okay.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Taking cover!
Sure thing.
They need to pull out the grenade launcher for this fight. And so because of Praza's idiocy, all these Quarians have died.
Never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Congratulations, Praza, you just killed all the Quarians in your group. Idiot.
Overload will take out their shields.
Sorry, Jacob. Look, I'm used to busting things open like this to see if there's loot inside. Okay, so not every Quarian died.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
You got it, Tally.
I'll take it.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Now for the interrupt system.
To hide. Have to hide.
Okay, so it's
Mechs
going to be
will
right-click.
protect. Swarms coming.
So right-click is going to be the Paragon action. Left-click is probably going to be the Renegade one.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
Former Protheans.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Yeah, I hate the Seeker swarms.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his envirosuit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
I find it amusing that Jacob is like, oh, we won't hurt him. Jacob, you don't know... First off, you don't know that. Two, they do. They put him through basically an intense interrogation. Yeah. I also am like, really, Miranda? Your first instinct is to grab him and take him with us? I'm like, okay, he said it's on the Omnitool. Why don't we just take the Omnitool? That's my first thought. And they're like, no, take him with us. Why? In case he knows anything else. He could be hiding stuff. Really?
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
By the way, you also can get some funny stuff if you take Legion with you on the mission to go recruit Tally. You know, when Rieger sees him. Plus also when Tally first sees him. It's rather amusing. I'll try and see if I can be able to pull off showing it to you guys, because it's, it's quite amusing.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
I like his response to this next little bit of dialogue that we say right here when we say, you know, having friends pays off, and we encourage, you know, say, hey, you ever tried diplomacy? And I think he has a nice, appropriate response to it.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But
It's
more
true.
importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
I think it's very true what he said. If people already perceive you as a threat, they're less likely to actually want to do any kind of form of diplomacy with you. So if you're in that position, it's like, okay, well, I mean, if they're not going to listen to what I have to say, why should I even bother trying to do diplomacy with them? They're not going to listen to anything I say. It's going to all fall on deaf ears. So, you know, that just kind of makes sense to me. I just like that response from him, because it just, to me, made sense. Anyways.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Because we know that the Reapers made the relays. So, of course, the Reapers would make it where the Collectors would be able to do so as well.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Yeah. That's the big question in the background that we have to kind of keep reminding ourselves about throughout this game until we get to the base and find out the horrifying reality and truth to the answer to that question.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
I've always wondered if that was a lie, because we know that Archangel, the dossier we've just received from him, is Garrus. So, was he lying about that, or did he actually want that to be like a legitimate surprise for Shepard? Like, or did he... Were they really not able to actually find out who Archangel actually was through their intel? Because keep in mind, they have lots of sources and resources available to be able to try and figure this kind of thing out. And I find myself wondering whether or not what he just said was true. Because they did locate him. But did they know that they located Garrus? Or did they just go, this Archangel guy seems pretty good at what he does. Maybe he could be helpful for Shepard. Now, considering that we find out later that a lot of this was manipulated by the Elusive Man for Shepard to be more receptive towards Cerberus. We find this out in the little logs as we go through the Collector base in 3. Perhaps he did know, and was like, let's have Shepard get Garrus, so that way she'll feel more comfortable being here with us once she has a face that she can trust, and then becomes more receptive to Tali.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Though I believe in the back of his mind, he's probably thinking, another face for Shepard to trust would certainly be a good idea.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Considering what he told us back in the first game, that's quite surprising for Rex, but it also shows that in a couple years, things have changed. And, yeah, it's pretty cool of Rex to do that.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
And I find myself wondering, were the sources just a little bit wrong in their intel? Because we know she's not working for the Shadow Broker, but trying to go after him. So, was this an oopsies on his sources? Yeah.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist.
Yeah!
Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Joker!
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Now, the Normandy from the first game was nice, but that was never really my ship. But this is my ship.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Of all the ships that we can be able to list off in sci-fi, there's probably only a few that are just kind of very dear to me. One is the Hyperion from StarCraft. The other, well, another is probably the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. And then there's the Normandy SR2. Collectors confirmed a source of attacks on Freedom's progress. Quarian survivor Vitor returned with Talizora to the migrant fleet. We'll examine his Omni tool data for anything useful. My ship.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
We will, but first we're gonna go after this, this Archangel guy. This guy seems interesting. We'll go and get him first, and then we'll get Morden. But that is a good point.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Hey, Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I love that this voice actress not only plays Edie, but also plays Kerrigan in StarCraft 2. Not the original StarCraft, but StarCraft 2.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Now the game really begins. Alright. The Normandy is back. And we will be going around the Normandy when we return. Stay tuned.